Fellowshippers, what up? Welcome to the Fellowship Hall with the Twins of Rap. I am Rap, aka Big Ham, aka the smartest one in the room. I'm back with my fellas.
Latest one.
Twin number one, Keith. Twin number two, Kim. Fellas, holla at the people today.
What's up, fellowship? It's your boy Ken, aka the Moral Compass. Thanks for tuning in with us today.
What's up, fellowship? It's your boy Keith, the moderator. You know me, I know you. Let's go ahead and dive in. You know what we're reviewing? We still reviewing Raising Kanan season 2. Today we're talking about episode 5. Let's get in it. Big Ham, let me start off if you don't mind.
Start it off.
I thought this episode was okay. I mean, it had a lot of craziness. Yeah, not this time, Ken. Next time, okay. Remind me not to remember that. I didn't think this episode fulfilled everything it probably could have. All right. So one, Rock sitting on Kanan bed when he waking up, that was kind of crazy to me. That's like something you do when you get ready to off somebody, you know. So I figured she wasn't going to do it, but at the same time, it was like it just put me in the mind of it was a power move. It was a creepy move. It put me in the mind of somebody either A, want somebody to see them, be the last person they saw before they ended their life, or B, some stalker that's, you know, I just wanted to be here with you, you know. So it was kind of crazy.
It put me in the mind of Ghost that time when Tyrese woke up with that gun in his face. That's what it put me in the mind of. Tyreek, my bad. Tyreek woke up with the gun in his face.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was like, is Rock going off Kanan? Obviously, we know she wasn't, but it just gave that feel. Another thing, Fellowshippers, Ken called it, Rav called it, I called it. It was stupid for Marvin to kill that dude and put him in the wall. And I give the show writers or whatever credit for bringing it back, knowing that smell was gonna come instead of just letting it go off and think that us viewers were dumb enough to never remember it again.
So honestly, Keith, I think that added nothing to the show, man. It was just filler.
It was the reason for Rock to go up to the Catskills, I think.
But for what though? What was the whole purpose? For her to have a heart-to-heart with Kanan, which never happened. It was just filler, man.
No, I agree. I agree that it didn't add anything to the show, but at least they paid homage to it. The fact that they addressed it, that he did that. I feel like Lou is slipping. Like Lou is hard 1 second, but then he's still doing stuff for this music. He kind of stabbed Juke in the back or whatever you want to say. You know, and he apologized to it, but it still wasn't a sincere apology. You know, it was more like, I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry I hurt you, but I'd do it again if I had to. Like this music,
you're gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, this music thing is getting too much for Lou, man. And I was happy that he put Crown on his butt. He kind of punked him, told him that you know, you weren't gonna do nothing, and who said that? He was like, I did. So I was like, okay, Lou's still doing okay things, but it's not the Lou from season 1, the first few episodes, man. Another thing that I hope to make you guys laugh about, but honestly, this is truly how I felt. Juke in the church remind me of a freaking Tyler Perry movie, and I'm not tuning into Power to watch a Tyler Perry movie. Like, I was wondering if the mama was gonna be jealous for one point.
She looked like it for a minute.
She looked like she was gonna be jealous, and then B, like, this is Tyler Perry-esque. Not that there's anything wrong with Tyler Perry, but the whole singing together just put me in the mind of a Tyler Perry movie, and I really didn't want that from Power.
It's one more thing that's gonna be Tyler Perry like
go for it
in that scene. You see the dude interested in Juke.
Juke pushing him off,
and you know she not interested in dudes at all. Yeah, watch this. They're gonna have him force his way on her some kind of way.
You think so?
Inappropriate.
Or the mama gonna find out, and it's gonna fracture their relationship.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That kid that like Juke will end up being the villain some kind of way. Tyler Perry, I gotta have that one dude that just everybody hate.
Yeah, I hear you. The other thing that I thought was kind of dumb or stupid, forgive me, fellowship, was not realistic, was the way Rock, Kanan, and the girl that he met up there left. Instead of handling them dudes when they had to jump on them and when they had clearly tried to kill them. And I can't kill you because your people gonna come after me. You can't kill me, and if I don't kill you, you're gonna keep coming. So you didn't kill him. You left. That was stupid. That was stupid for me, man. Like, you gotta at a minimum, you gotta end dude that been throwing around the N-word and interracial stuff being garbage and just tried to kill Kanan. You gotta end him at a minimum. And then the other guy, I don't know, but that dude, he should have been in the ground with the old super whoever that was. So that was bad to me, man. They made a mistake. They made a misstep in that portion. And we're building up for the next few episodes to make something out of this. Garbage. When dude came in there and shot him in the leg, I was like, okay, I could see this coming a mile away.
Him.
But finish him.
He should have
either Rock finish him, Kanan finish him, or that dude go ahead and finish him when Rock and them left. And none of that happened, man.
Do it actually. Yeah, but it didn't happen, right?
All right, I'm done, man. Thank y'all for letting me go first, but this had some potential, but they're starting to miss the mark, in my opinion, man. Ken, you go ahead.
I actually didn't think it was a bad episode either. I mean, I thought it was somewhat entertaining. But I'll say it again, man. The whole thing with the body and the wall, it added no value to the episode. I mean, even if they used it to get Rock and Kanan alone, nothing even happened from that except for the Italians came after them. And it seemed like it was a pretty decent hike for them to get there. So I guess these Italian guys followed them for their 4-hour or 5-hour drive or however long it was. But I don't know the real distance, so maybe one of the fellowshippers will correct me if I'm wrong. But that was pretty interesting. Those guys trying to kill Rock, but let Kanan live, which showed that they had a code. At least one of them had a code. The other one was just a blatant racist. Yeah. The interaction with the girl, I don't know how quick a relationship could have blossomed between the two. But okay, I'm not even mad at that.
Bro, it's gonna be a hit quick.
Yeah, don't even understand why that even was necessary. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but like. It wasn't like she was a superstar anyway. She's a worker. I mean, I guess you're young and whatnot, but still, like, it added no value to the show.
She probably have a couple of fleas a couple times a year with new people she meet.
Yeah, baby, but I don't care about it. And if they said, well, we used it to make the dude, I think his name was Dominic, we used it to make Dominic mad at Kanan. He had already been mad at him. He had already saw
he was mad at blacks.
Blacks.
And so to me. Right, and then so nothing even like Rock didn't even let him know that she saw him going to Howard House. That added nothing. Then the whole Burke rope pushing hard on the prostitute was so what or why is she so interested in finding out about Howard life, man? He a partner, you just gotta let stuff go. Her dad said you just gotta have his back. I don't know that she need to know everything. I think the bright spot in the episode was actually Marvin. Talking to the therapist about him missing his relationship with his daughter. I really like the way he handled himself with the cop. I'm not really sure what they plan to do with Tony. I don't really know why she's back, but I know she was an informant, or at least she was trying to rat out on him. So I don't know if there's just gonna give Marvin his chance to finish her off or what. So
that's the only hope. Man. That's the only hope I have for her because he found her, so he needs to get rid of her.
And then, lastly, like you mentioned, Lou is just being so weak, and obviously he didn't know that that old girl was messing with Crown, and Famous spoiled it for him. So he was visibly shaking on that. So maybe that's gonna make him hard. Maybe he's gonna go ahead and take out Crown. But in the preview for next week's episode, Rock was telling him, "I guess you out then, or whatever." So I don't know, man. It was an entertaining episode. It kept me watching. But nothing really happened in it.
I agree.
Added sustenance.
Big Ham don't like it, but I agree. It was an entertaining episode, but it was entertaining because you're like, are they gonna get it right this time? No. Are they gonna get it right this time? No. And you just keep watching it, then it's finally over, and you're like, man, it ended abruptly. Like it was crazy, man. They turning Lou into Kel from Snowfall, man. They're gonna get rid of him because he gonna fall off too much.
Yeah. And then Crown is just constantly disrespecting Lou, and Lou's always this hardened gangster and stuff, and Lou ain't checking him in front of people. Lou checking him out to the side and by himself and stuff. So I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but we'll see what happens next week.
Even the DJ get off on him a little bit.
Even DJ, bad boy, bad guy. A little bit. Hey, get
money
you some
guy.
Bad money guy. Yeah.
Money guy. Yeah.
What you think about it, Big Nose? Apparently, we know you didn't like it.
So I thought the episode garbage. I thought it was garbage, man. I thought it was Kid said one segment. He said the segment with the rotten dude in the closet was filler. The whole entire episode was filler. It was a filler episode. Rock didn't get anywhere with Kanan heart to heart. She didn't talk about. She didn't come clean with him about his father. She didn't even try to deter him from it. She just took him out there to help. Like you took him all the way to the Catskills just to help him bury a dead body.
He got a little sip. I don't know what that did for him.
I'm sure he had something for her.
On top of the fact, she should. I wanted to see her curse Marvin out for being that stupid to put the body in there in the first place.
Yeah,
she didn't do that.
She was spraying. Smell good last episode.
Yeah.
But
so I
did it for
the
her,
episode was nothing but filler. Like kids said, like this partner. Why are you so interested in what dude got going on? He your partner. Ain't like you investigate him for a crime.
Exactly.
This is what your pop said to have his back. So that's crazy.
She's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, she's gonna be a problem, of course. But like y'all explained everything, but I just thought the whole episode was filler. I just thought, as kids say, like I say, it didn't add anything to it. I guess it was just kind of a setup for the next episode, which we can only hope is more active, more action packed, and a better episode of what we had. All we had here was, some camping, some roasting the dogs, some roasting the marshmallows, and making
stakeouts.
Stakeout. We had 2 different stakeouts. We had a Mary don't you weep, Mother don't you moan moment, but so we had our Tyler Perry moment, but
they might well have been singing "Father, can you hear me now?"
let me say one last thing, man. We never got any closure on War Rail, and we know in the next episode she's gonna be going back to Unique, asking him to help her with the Italians, man. So she never learns her lesson, man. Rock messes up a lot, man.
Terrible decision maker. We've been saying that for 2 seasons now. Her decision making is terrible.
Sometimes she makes great decisions, but the bad ones she make are really bad.
They're terrible.
They're terrible, man.
Yeah, man. They're like I said, I don't think this episode. I hate to sound the party pooper how he normally does, but this episode was never filler. It didn't really add anything. I was kind of bored. I'm like, what's gonna happen? And then, like you said, Keith, the one thing they could have given us was somebody getting off at the end in that confrontation.
Yep.
Excuse me. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It just left abruptly. It didn't seem to be a realistic, abrupt closure of that situation. And so I was like, what are we doing here? This was just a filler episode. That's all it was.
She threatened no girl, and no girl was the one that came and got her to help Kanan.
I remember. She threatened her because they were like, what about her? Yeah. She ain't no say nothing.
Yo, my people come after your people and all this.
His people
nonsense, and his people come after your people. This is the person that was somewhat your ally. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that had to be done because you don't want her calling the police and these 2 gangs up there fighting in the middle of the castle.
Man, listen, if you didn't kill the 2 dudes that came to kill you, ain't no reason for you to kill a witness.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason for you to tell her not to do that if you ain't killed nobody.
Exactly.
What's she gonna tell? They were fighting. One guy shot his own guy.
They wouldn't have hurt you rocking him at all.
Exactly. But Ken, to your point, maybe she was protecting her youth like she always does. She had to come off hard in front of them. But anyway, fellas, make sure you let us know what you thought about this week's episode of Raising Kanan.
That was one good thing that I was glad to see was the Italian.
Apparently we're not done.
Man, look, let me just get this off. Then he said we have a code. We don't mess with kids. Kids are off. So
they have a code, but
one of them had a code.
Yeah. Well, the other dude, how that racism just got to him.
Yeah. Did y'all notice on the how the
I saw it. It was like insensitive cultural pictures.
Something like that.
The disclaimer.
Yeah. But thanks Big Hand for cutting me off. All right, fellas, make sure you let us know.
Man. Hey, anytime.
Fellas, let us know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really good at it. I can cut you off often.
Today's episode,
if you need me to,
in the comments, make sure you converse with us. We'll converse with you. All right, it's time for our favorite segment, or at least Big Hand's favorite segment. That's the Gots to Go segment. And in this segment, we're talking about 3 people or groups, themes, whatever, from this recent episode that need to be brutally murdered as far as people. And that means in this fictional world or fictitious world, whichever one, I think both of them work, they have to be brutally murdered. Not die of old age, natural causes, brutally offed in the most severe way possible. And that's our Gots to Go segment. 3 people from least got to go to most got to go, but they all got to go. Big Ham, kick it off.
My number 3 got to go is Lou's music career. I'm with Kendrick. Guys, let me tell you what needs to happen. Somebody need to go into the studio, completely ransack the whole place, get everything completely messed up beyond repair. Somebody need to rob Lou of all his extra money so he's flat broke. Somebody need to kill Crown and kill that other girl so we don't have any artists. Somebody need to take. They needed his whole music career need to be completely, totally, huh?
Scorch the earth.
Yeah, it need to be completely off because we need him to get back on track. And he's not focused on the game.
Yeah,
he even lost some of his edge of his gangsterism. He lost the edge, and it's because of this music thing making him soft, man. And I think he just got a new mixing board. Go in there, steal it again, get it out of there, kill Crown, kill all his connects, and just let him get back solely into the game. My number 3 got to go with Lou's music career.
Dang, Ken, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go next. All right. My number 3 got to go is an oldie but goodie who hasn't made an appearance on this season's got to go list, but this person definitely has made their entrance this week, and that is our old friend Detective Burke. Burke is doing crazy stuff. Honestly, Burke is the reason why Lou is not on my list. Not his music career, just plain old Lou. Burke bumped him down towards the middle of the episode when she was interviewing the Nightwalker. Burke is messing up. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not care anything about Howard. I do not care about Howard's prosperity, his health, even his relationship with Kanan at this point. I really don't care about. However, Burke is an unnecessary thorn in the side of Howard, which could potentially come back to Kanan, which is our protagonist. Burke is my number 3 got to go. Get rid of him. All right, Ken, who you got?
I'm gonna go along those same veins as Big Ham. I'm not gonna say Lou's music career. I'm gonna say Crown. Need to get rid of Crown. Crown is basically constantly reducing Lou's gangsterness, and it's a problem. Lou just found out he was messing with his girl. He punking him in front of any and everybody. He pulled a piece on him. He didn't do nothing with it, but he pulled a piece on it. Lou just punching him one time just shows how weak and detached he is. That had been Marvin. I think Marvin would have still been stumping him or something like that. Oh no, maybe anger management Marvin would have stopped, after like 12. But Lou just punched him one time and then he'd get up.
Anger management Marvin would have breathed.
While stumping. But I'm gonna get rid of Crown. Crown still getting on my nerves, man.
Okay, Ken, so you said it twice. I think Lou knew that Crown had messed with Jessica. Maybe he didn't know.
He did. I don't think he did.
I think he did because he told Jessica that when the day she told him she was leaving, and then she didn't deny it. So I think he knew. Probably him hearing Famous tell him about it hurt him a little bit more than
I don't remember this. I don't remember this.
What did he say? What did he say?
Like, I know you messing with Crown.
I guess I remember that.
Saying
that.
I thought he was just suspicious of why Crown was doing it.
He was trying to help her
get it. Go back and watch.
I don't think he necessarily knew Crown was knocking it down.
Okay. Ken, go ahead with your number 2. This is Gus Go Second.
My number 2 are the Italians. Or my number 2 is the Italians.
Really?
The Italians gotta go, man. They had their little meet and greet. Dude claimed he liked Rock, and then he still sent some guys to offer, not threaten her, not beat her up, but to kill her. Yeah. Rock is directly related to our criminal protagonist. I guess she's kind of the criminal protagonist at the moment. So I gotta get rid of the Italian guys. They doing too much.
I wonder if Unique got a hand in this, man. Like Rock going for his help, but I think he's the one that's kind of pulling the strings. Big Ham said,
he got something to do with it. I don't know if he had anything to do with the assassination attempt, but he definitely was tipping them off on the drops and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm surprised they're there on your list though. Anyway, I'll go ahead. My number 2 got to go is with Ken's number 3. That is our good friend Crown. Crown needs to go. Lou had several opportunities to take him out. Honestly, Rock should have took him out for coming into her house and talking about her brother. Crown needs to go. That's my number 2. Big Ham, who's your number 2?
My number 2 got to go is that racist Italian dude.
Dominic.
even though he was only here for one episode, anytime I see a racist, they need to be off.
Yeah.
Brutally.
You get mad at me if you want to, but a racist person got to go. My number two got to go is the racist dude.
Yeah, that joker drop more N bombs than Kanan does.
Than Kanan does. Exactly.
Hey, what?
Exactly. All right, Big Ham, go ahead and snake it back with your number one.
My number one got to go with lockstep with kids. Number two is the Italians. They gotta go, man. You can't like you can't.
You separating Dominic and the Italians?
Yeah. I want
you wanted him to be so singled out.
Yeah, I want him to get murdered and put into the wall and then taken out of the wall when he's rotting and buried in the Catskills. But like Ken said, man, the Italians came after Rock. They came after Rock solely to get her up out of here. Yeah. So that means they are our number one criminal protagonist right now, besides Unique. And we figured out last episode that Unique has got a handshake with him. So they're all one. So right now, you come for the king, as Omar said, you best not miss. They missed. So so we know that they're behind it. They trying to kill our criminal protagonists. They got to go. My number one got to go, the Italians.
All right, Big Ham, no need of me prolonging the hour. My number one got to go with the Italians, just for the reasons you said. They came out the Rock. They basically came out the Kanan too. Well, one bad apple does spoil a bunch. That's what the song is, one bad apple don't spoil a bunch, but that's the reason why they made the song, to try to contradict what actually happens. That bad apple Dominic is a part of the Italians. So the Italians all together got to go. They came out the Rock. They came out the Kanan. They looking into them at their house. They following them. I'm surprised Marvin and Rock didn't pick up the tail. Like they got to be better, man. They got to be better. But anyway, my number one got to go. The Italians. Ken.
Well, remember Marvin wasn't being tailed. It was only Rock that was being tailed, but he didn't see them staking them out.
At their house. That's what
he didn't see them staking it out. Yeah. But there's no point in me prolonging my number one because I already been mentioned. My number one is Burt. Detective Burke got to go. And the reason I got Burke number one above the Italians is because Burke is doing too much. At least the Italians are doing it from a business standpoint, man. Burke is either trying to get too much into Howard business, or she think, she really trying to prove that he remember what happened.
I think she's thinking that Kanan got something to do with it. She's trying to put it together.
What it is when she finds out that Kanan is his son, that's when she's gonna put it together. I don't think she's put it together yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what she's trying to do.
Right, she's trying to figure out who shot him, and then once she figure out that it's Kanan, his son, that's when she's gonna put it together, and that's gonna be direct opposition to Kanan. Will put a target on Kanan back. So that's why I got Burke number one, man. She doing too much. She putting the squeeze on people, talking about taking their kids and stuff, man. Yeah. She should be trying to stop real crimes instead of pushing this lady that she obviously know what she do for a living, but the only reason she pushing hard now is because she's trying to get information from her, which I know is a tactic. But I'm just saying, Burke on my list this week. She made it to the top. She got to go.
Wow. Okay. Not too bad. I think we were pretty much locked in step with the guys that goes, just in different orders, but the same people. Fellas, make sure you let us know who your guys go, or I assume that we'll have at least one or two of them together. But if you got somebody new, some of you might have Rock on there, Rock in her mistakes.
See my honorable mentions, bro.
Honorable mentions for sure. But I still love Rock. I'm rocking with Rock. All right, Big Ham. I think we reached the end of our pod today. Why don't you go ahead and close it up? No, you know what? Let's let Ken close it up.
Close it out, Ken Bob.
All right. Thank you, Fellowship, for tuning in with us today. Make sure you go in and catch us on our YouTube channel at the Fellowship Hall. Also, Facebook at the Fellowship Hall. Like, subscribe, converse with us, and we'll try to hit you guys back as much as we can. You can also follow Big Ham at HamDog22 on Instagram and Twitter, or Raphael Hammond on Facebook. As always, Fellowshippers, thanks for tuning in with us. Be blessed.
Be blessed.